Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And so for today's video, I wanted to do a chit chat, kind of like updating you guys what has been going on. I've been getting a lot of messages and questions on Instagram, and I love it when you guys interact with me. So if you guys are interested in those type of videos, keep on watching. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you guys like videos like this, so that I can keep them coming to you. I also want to thank you guys so much for all the support, and without any further ado, grab your snacks because we're going to be getting ready and cheese mid time. Let's get right into it. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face. I'm just going to look for a primer, and don't mind me over here trying to get a primer from my drawer. If you guys are kind of like, what the hell, I recently moved my room around, so you guys will be seeing a different kind of scenario. I don't know if this is gonna be the one you guys are gonna see all the time. I do plan on, I think I did tell you guys last time that I was gonna start doing backdrops. I just honestly have everything, but I haven't like made the time to like just put everything together because it is very time consuming. By the way, I am using the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Primer. Haven't used this in a long time, but I said, you know what, heck with that, I'm just gonna use it today for my primer. And I also want to say that a lot of you guys were asking me on Instagram about my weight loss journey. I'm so close to turning 100 days, guys, and I'm honestly so freaking excited. It has been a journey, like you would say, you know, because I kind of feel like sometimes people think like, oh, it's been super easy, blah blah blah, but a journey is initially that. Like, it does take time, it does take, you know, a lot of willpower. And I know sometimes it can come off as like people make it seem easy, but me, myself, and I, like, I'm not a big complainer. So if I did come off like it has been an easy journey, I am sorry. I honestly didn't want to make it seem like that or give you guys that impression. But you know, it has been a journey, like I'm saying, and it's never easy when you're trying to do something new, just because, you know, it is new to you, and a lot of people don't understand like the behinds of why you want to do this. So for those of you who are trying to start a weight loss journey, or just in general, like maybe you don't want to start working out, maybe you just want to eat clean, like you gotta be like really mentally strong, because oh my god, I look so creepy. You gotta be so strong mentally, because sometimes, you know, the people that are closest to you are gonna be the ones to judge you the most. And I know for me it was hard because, like I've mentioned before, my family, like my mom and my siblings, like they don't really like believe in those things. They're not like, oh, like we're gonna eat healthy. It's your typical like Mexican family that eats like nothing but like typical Mexican food. And I honestly, like, I'm not trying to judge them or anything. I'm just like, it was hard for me with my journey because, like I said, they would invite me out or they would invite me to eat and stuff like that, and there was a lot of things that I left that I couldn't eat, so it was kind of hard for me. And then I guess also like being social, like it is hard because a lot of the times people don't understand like your whys of you wanting to be in a journey lifestyle. And it's definitely not like something that comes to you like really easy. You just have to have a lot of willpower and a lot of like mental strength, because there are gonna be like negativity and people with their negative like opinions or whatever. I know for me, there was like some negative comments and people like attacking me left and right and telling me, you know, that this was wrong or this, you know, like giving me their 5 cents, like if somebody had asked them for them. But I honestly have learned so much to keep my composure now with people, and I honestly just try to answer as polite as I can, even if I don't agree with like what they have to say. Most of the times you won't always agree with people. All you gotta do is kind of like put yourself in the position where you don't want to be taken in a wrong way. And I don't like to give people credit for when they like give me their negativity. So I'm not gonna talk about like what specifically happened, but just know that I also get negative comments. And the fact that I don't talk about it, it's not like because it doesn't happen. Me like putting myself on Instagram and putting pictures of myself or speaking just in general about my journey, like I do get negativity too. I just don't focus on that. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are wrong, like when they're trying to do a journey, because a lot of people are so like mentally weak and they focus on negativity or get affected by negativity. And luckily, I'm not saying this like in a bad way or trying to insult anyone, but luckily, like I've always been like the type of person that doesn't really care or doesn't really get affected by like negativity. So like when people come at me with negativity or negative comments, or they DM me on Instagram and they're like, you're so ugly. Even on Snapchat, they'll tell me like, you're so ugly, you look like a guy. Or when I post pictures of like makeup that I buy, they tell me like, you're so ugly, like instead of spending so much money on makeup, why don't you get like plastic surgery and like fix yourself? And I mean, just because I don't complain to you guys and I don't go online and cry about how people like come at me, doesn't mean that they don't come at me. There is people who are really messed up out there, and there are people who have like zero chill when it comes to telling others like meanful and hurtful things. But like I'm saying, you really have to have like really thick skin and not to let those things affect me. And I was honestly blessed, thank you mama, by my mama, that I'm like very, like I have super thick skin. Don't get me wrong, there will be times where if anything affects me, like I don't vent. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not the type of person who's gonna go on the internet and be like, oh my god, like they insulted me, and like have like this 30-minute cry of somebody making fun of me or trying to put me down in any shape, way, or form. I'm not gonna do that. So like if you guys are expecting me to cry on camera and say like, I've been receiving nothing but hate, like you're in the wrong channel. You will never receive that from me. I will never show people like my weakness, because I'm a very firm believer that when you show people your weakness, people know how to get to you. And if you let people like that affect you, I feel like negativity is taking over you, and they've done their bad. They've done the wrong that they wanted to do with you. So I've always been the type of person that I don't really focus on the negative. Even if it's 5% of people who say, hey, like, you look so good, or hey girl, congrats. That's the only 5% that I'm gonna give credit to. I will never credit somebody who's being hateful, spiteful, or even like ugly. I just don't. And I feel like sometimes people take it as I am like somebody who has no emotions or no feelings. It's not that I don't feel emotion, it's just that I don't believe in showing people who I don't care about. Like, if you're somebody that I don't know and I don't care about you because I don't know you, I'm not gonna show you emotions, because like, you don't matter to me in the end. You're not in my life, you know. I don't talk to you on a day-to-day basis, so why am I gonna let your comments affect me? I know it's a thing, like with putting yourself on the internet. I know it's something that is prone to happen. That is why I don't get how like people nowadays, like, you cannot even give like advice nowadays, because people get so butthurt like when you give somebody your opinion, even if you're trying to help them out in a certain way. I know for me, there was this one time that I tried to help somebody, and I'm not gonna put her on blast. It was a girl. I tried to help her, and apparently she took everything the wrong way. She took it as I was being judgmental and that I was calling her out. And she went on a rant, you guys. She went on a like really bad rant about how I was being such an evil and mean person. And personally, and people who know me, who have followed me for quite a while, and even people like my family, my best friend that also support me on YouTube, they won't let me lie to say that I'm kind of like the sweetest person in the world. I look like a bitch. I'm not gonna say I don't. I have that bitch face, but that doesn't make me a bad person. I'm very honest. I'm very blunt with what I want to say. And maybe at times I like don't word things properly, or I don't know. I personally don't find the way I talk like offensive, because like I said, like if I were to expose like messages that I get, sometimes people tell me like, oh my god, you're so ugly, you should die, or go kill yourself, you ugly fat bitch. Like they tell me like things like that, and I'm like, how is me giving somebody like pure fucking advice about how they can better themselves being like judgmental and insulting? Like, I don't understand this world. But best believe that was the last time I ever tried to put my advice to someone whom I don't know, because honestly, that person, I don't know her. I was just trying to help and try to figure like ways that, you know, on things that hadn't worked on me, just, you know, so that the person can know what things to try. Because like, for say me, when I was starting my weight loss journey, I didn't know a lot of things, and I based myself a lot in trial and error. Basically, like, I would literally try things that wouldn't work, and then the following week I'd be like, okay, this didn't work this week, so I'm gonna change this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, I was very flip-floppy at the beginning of my weight loss journey, and now I can honestly like happily share with you guys that I know what works for me, what my body likes, what my body doesn't like. And honestly, guys, don't be so like I feel like people now are so like sensitive, and I guess it comes down to like me not being sensitive about topics or like things. Maybe that's the problem. But I feel like people in general nowadays, like, they're so like into themselves, and I'm like, calm down. Not everybody that gives you an opinion hates you, you know. There are people that honestly, when they give you an opinion, it's because, like in my case, they want to help you. They want to share with you that what helped and what didn't help for them. You know, it's just up to you if you want to take it or not, because everybody's prone to not use the advice, and then people are prone to take the advice and apply it to themselves if they would want to. But it's not like you have to do what they did. Like, it's pretty much like up to each their own. And I've always been like a very strong believer of to each their own. But I feel like people shouldn't feel like for every single little thing people are criticizing you. Like, I feel like nowadays everybody takes everything so personal, and oh my gosh, she's being so shady. Like, honestly, people have to grow the fuck up, because people are so childish, and then they go on rants about like the bitch that insulted me, or this bitch is trying to like school me, and I'm like, no, she wasn't. She's just genuinely trying to stick for you, trying to help you. Stop being so damn negative Nancy all the time and trying to fucking spread your negativity. Like, I'm not saying the world is gonna be like positive in a blink, but like we should aim for that. I feel we should aim to take like our own personal responsibility for our own acts. And I feel like sometimes when something goes wrong, we look for somebody to blame, and that's so wrong, because you never know if the person can be going through something and they felt like they could help you, and then you with your negativity, you can like literally affect them, or I don't know, like make them feel bad about themselves, or just in general not want to help anybody ever again, which most of the times is like a big, you know, it's kind of like always a problem when somebody responds negative to an advice. Like, it doesn't mean that you have to do what they say. Just be kind. Think about like, if they would do it to you, would you like it if, you know, they were that salty like the way you're acting? Like, no. And that's where I feel like a lot of people like lack like growing up. You can pretend on the internet that you're so mature, and that you're so this, or that you're so luxurious, or that you're so that, but like at the end of the day, you're still gonna be that like immature person that you are, and then people just seriously like steer away from you. And I've seen it happen to a lot of people. I've seen it happen to friends of mine. I've seen it happen to family members of mine. That's why I feel like, I don't know, like people nowadays are so nasty. And there's honestly not a better way to just be a kind human, but to take advice and just be respectful even if you don't agree. But like I said, nowadays everybody thinks that they're talking about them, that when somebody makes a story, it's definitely theirs, like they're talking about me. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, they're talking about you. It can mean a million words. Like, it can mean that those people are going through a lot, and they found somebody who said this or that to them, and, you know, they found a way to empower. Or maybe they saw somebody that was struggling to keep up, and they just want to be like empowering to those who might feel that they can't do it either. And maybe this person did it by themselves and they didn't need help, and maybe they want to spread that by just talking about how you don't need to have this to succeed, or you don't need to basically, for like an example, you don't need to step out of your house to get a job. You know, you can literally do a job from your house. And that's, I guess, like a big part of where most people can say like, oh, I did it without this, you know, not in any shape, way, or form insulting anyone. It's just kind of like sharing what actually worked for them. And I feel like nowadays, like a lot of people just like are so like into themselves, and they want to think that they're all that, and that everybody talks about them. But we gotta humbleize ourselves sometimes, people. It doesn't hurt, and it doesn't cost you anything to say something polite to someone. Like, even if it is by just opening the door to someone, like, you could just already be doing like your 10 cents of gratitude, and those people will probably not even notice, but you already did your part. And if those people didn't notice, that's fine. Like, as long as you put in your gratitude without expecting anything in return, that already makes you a better human being than them. I know, like the other day, there was this old man and my brother. He can be like the toughest person in the world, or pretend to be like the toughest person in the world. But my brother sees this old man and he is about to like cross the street. Mind you guys, we're going to eat and my brother has no business helping him. But what does my brother do? Like, he literally goes and helps up the man. Like, we didn't even know the old man, but my brother helped him cross the street because there was obviously people not stopping. Even though they're seeing that the old man was trying to cross the street, they were not even stopping. And that's like the sad part of all this evolution stuff. Like, people tend to forget that one day they will be old, you know, and we still have to be respectful of our elderlies and help out whenever we can. And sometimes it's hard to put out like opinions like this because people will lash out at you in a million ways and say like that you're wrong in a million ways, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are wrong. You know, just because some people are not doing it or because some people can't do it, that doesn't make you at wrong, you know. It just means that you were able to do it without somebody telling you that you could, you know. I forgot to tell you guys because I was going on and off, but I use the ColourPop concealer, the no filter concealer, to prep my lids. And then I went in with the new nude Huda Beauty palette, and I used the colors Play, which is this peachy one right here, Play, and then I used Secret, Teddy, and Raw. And then for the shimmery part that you guys can't really tell, I used Charmed. It's kind of like a bronzy shimmery, but I still wanted to add it just a little extra. I'm gonna go in with my lashes from MB Lashes. If you guys didn't know, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys. I became an ambassador for MB Lashes probably like around 2 months ago, and I've honestly haven't been using any other lashes. You guys know that I'm very picky about my lashes, and we do have a coupon code, which is Alejandra's Beauty. It's like a monthly subscription, so you get 2 pairs of lashes for $15. But like I said, if you use code Alejandra's Beauty, you will get a 3rd pair for free. So don't forget to save that coin, you know, and get yourself some gorgeous pairs of lashes. Honestly, these are in the style Bali, and I love them. They don't even like, you know how some lashes like they poke your eyes? These don't do that. I'm also really recommending their adhesive. It is latex free, it is waterproof, and I have tried it. I have tried that it is waterproof. So just letting you guys know, just in case you guys are looking for a new eyelash adhesive. I used to use the House of Lashes adhesive, but I hate how that one becomes super gunky, like in the little container. So I started using this one that I did get in PR. They did send me this eyelash adhesive, but I honestly love it, guys. I think it is one of the most comfortable eyelash adhesives that I've ever used. And the lashes, like, I really feel like I don't have to say much about the lashes because they're really, really comfortable. You guys have been seeing me use nothing but their lashes on Instagram. And I always get comments about where they're from. And also, I want to mention, speaking of Instagram, I also want to mention to you guys, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to put my username on Instagram. But if you're not following me, you should. I usually post makeup looks there, like whenever I'm not doing videos or it's not like my upload day. I usually put my photos there. And for those lash lovers like myself, remember that in every post I usually put the style of the lashes that I'm wearing in that picture. I put them in the hashtags because sometimes life gets in between, and I've also gotten some comments about that before. Like, they'll ask me like, hey, what style of lashes or what lashes are you wearing? And life gets in the way, and mind you guys, I am a busy person. I'm not like just on Instagram all day, and sometimes I don't reply fast to you guys, and some people will then take the audacity to message me, and they're like, oh my god, you're so rude, like you never reply to like your questions that they make you. And I'm like, I always put the lash style, and it's usually about the lashes. That's why I'm kind of like gravitating towards that topic, but it's usually about that. I don't share the style of lashes that I'm wearing. And just a quick disclaimer and reminder, I usually always put the style of the lashes that I am wearing in the hashtags of that certain post that you guys are seeing or liking. And nonetheless, guys, thank you guys so much to my OGs that are always liking and commenting on my Instagram photos. You guys think that I don't notice and that I don't know who my OG like supporters are, but I honestly do, guys. I honestly do realize who's always been there with me, and it's so fun to see that people like remember me doing the video when I turned, I think it was 27. I did a glam. I always do a glam for my birthday, and I post them on YouTube, which very soon, like probably in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be posting my 30th birthday glam, which is crazy that I'm gonna be 30. It's literally crazy. Hold on, I'm getting like a little setting powder. I'm getting a tissue to cry. Just kidding. No, I'm getting a little, I'm gonna get the Becca Hydro Mist powder because I haven't played with this baby enough, and I feel like I want to wear this today because it's hella humid outside. Thank God I'm not wearing my nails. By the way, guys, expect a nail mini tutorial on Instagram very soon because I'm gonna be doing my birthday nails, and I'm so excited because it's almost gonna be my birthday, guys. I'm gonna be 30. I can't believe I'm gonna be 30. Honestly, I remember the days where I used to say like my mom was 30, and now I'm gonna be 30, and I feel old. I honestly feel so old. Like, there was a time where I honestly didn't even want to keep doing YouTube because I feel like nowadays there's so many like fresh and young faces out there doing videos that I was like, who needs this old little grandma doing makeup tutorials? Nobody does. But I was like, you know what, it's part of something that I enjoy. Doing this makeup videos on YouTube really makes me like relax, and just they are enjoyable to me. Hopefully they are enjoyable to you guys. And yeah, that's the main reason why I'm still here, because some of you guys, I have developed friendship with some of my followers, And I don't want to call them followers because I kind of feel like it's a little like vain to call people you consider friends followers, and I kind of consider you guys like my friends now, because when you guys talk to me about something or makeup products, or even like tag me on Instagram about like a new certain makeup product that is about to come out, I'm like, yes, that's what I feel like friends do. We tag each other in makeup posts, and I love it when you guys do that, because you guys make me feel like you guys like to interact with me, and it always feels good to see that people relate to you as somebody who is just doing this for the love of makeup, honestly, and that it feels so nice to feel also that people humanize you a little bit. They don't feel like you have this perfect life, and I don't ever want you guys to feel like I have, or I want to portray that I have a perfect life. It looks a little bit more like put together and glamorous than it really is. Just because I really work into like what I want to display in the back and make it look very aesthetically clean doesn't really mean that it's always like that. Sometimes it's chaotic, especially when you have kids. I feel like it's extra chaotic with kids, but nonetheless, I feel very, very blessed to be able to enjoy my journey and enjoy also the videos that I put up for you guys. I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I had been staring away from this concealer because I was really, really hooked. And before I talk about why I was hooked on it, I went in with the L'Oreal Invisible Fresh Wear Foundation, which if you guys haven't seen, I have a review on my channel on that foundation, and it's honestly the best. The best, the best, the best, the best, the best, the best, the best. So yeah, that's that on the foundation. And about the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, I was so obsessed with it, but it then became a little problem because I was using it all the damn time, and it is expensive. It is like $25 or $26, which is not cheap for like day wear. So I was like, I need to get my shit together. Stop using this so much, because it is an expensive concealer. I love the finish that it gives, and right now it might seem like it looks a little white on me, but once I put like my bronzer and everything, I feel like it definitely tones down. So I'm gonna go in with the Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I've heard really, really nice things. Oh my god, it's like hella thin. I've heard like nothing but good things about this powder, so I'm really excited. I got mine in BoxyCharm, which I did have a BoxyCharm video about that, but I don't know if I want to upload it. It's already like been made and everything, but I don't know if I want to upload because I saw that like the audio on it was a little bit off, and then I don't know, I wasn't really feeling like my whole outfit and everything, and I'm very picky with those type of things. So I was like, I don't know if I want to post that video. You guys think that it's easy to just like record and upload a video, but it's honestly not, guys. It's like, especially when you're very hard on yourself, like I feel like there's times where I have made content and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna upload that. And then the editing process is a little time consuming, especially with now like that there is a lot of stuff to edit with. People get more and more picky. So I like to, by the way, going to my foundation, I like to like push the powder in, kind of like press it like this instead of like swiping, because before I used to like swirl my brush, but I kind of felt like it would take off my what's it called, my powder, and it would move my foundation. So nowadays I just kind of tap on my face. I'm gonna go in with a bronzer that I really like. I haven't been using this for a long time. I recently started. This is the Too Faced Bronzed Peach and Toasted Peach, and this is part of like their little peach collection, which, by the way, they're coming out with a Too Faced Better Than Sex Peach mascara and something else about peaches, and I'm like, can Too Faced like freaking chill, give us a breather, because I feel like I can't keep up with all the peach stuff. Oh, and they're coming out with another peach setting spray, because you guys know that their first one was like a big epic fail, and I do have it. I just don't use it as much because I don't like that it gives like a lot of white specks on your face, and I saw that whenever I would use that spray, it would like make my makeup like super like blotchy and spotty, where those little white spots would fall. So yeah, it's not one of my favorite sprays from Too Faced. Sorry, I can't talk and contour at the same time. Another thing I want to mention is the reason why I am moving. I'm gonna be moving my makeup room, so that's why I'm telling you guys. I don't know if this, what you see right now in the back, is gonna be like a temporary like background, because my daughter, we're actually gonna be decorating my daughter's room. She already wants to have her own room, and she's only 3. Well, she's only about to be 3 in a couple of days, but she already wants her own room. So I was telling my husband, like, I feel like now that she's like starting to ask for her own things, we can't really say no to her, because, you know, she's never really asked like to have anything, and now that she wants to have like her own room, I feel like she's growing up so fast. I'm gonna go back into the Huda Beauty palette, taking the color Teddy, and I'm just gonna smudge that in my lower lash line. And she's so cute. She's about to be 3, like I was saying, and she's gonna have the most epic 3rd birthday. And honestly, like, those are the things that bring me so much happiness, and the things that I try to focus on the most. Put energy where it really belongs. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, I feel like sometimes people need to really put themselves where they really belong, and put their energy where it belongs, and not into negative things and being like negative Nancy all the time. But that's gonna be it for the eyes. Now, I'm not really loving the new setup, I'm not gonna lie, just because I had more space with my other setup, but it's okay. Like, I feel like I can compromise because it's for my daughter, so I'm okay with that. I don't know what I want to do for my lips. I kind of wanted to do the Ashton and maybe LA in the center. I've been like super into ombre lips, by the way, if you guys hadn't noticed in the past 20 million videos. And I'm always very open about what I wear, like my lip combinations. I put Ashton in the outer sections of my lips, and now I'm gonna put LA in the center. And just kind of like work it in. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a gloss, just because I think it's kind of windy outside, and oh my god, my sinuses. I don't want to ruin like my lip with putting a gloss and then my hair being stuck to it all freaking day like always. So I'm just gonna go in with the Bisou. This is the Explosive Look Mascara by Bisou, and it is a waterproof mascara. I like to use waterproof on my lash line just because my eyes, like this time of the year when summer's about to end and spring is about to start, my eyes get really watery, and I find that when I use a waterproof mascara, it doesn't really like mess with my makeup. I'm just gonna run it along my top lashes. I feel like I want to fix this lash because I feel like it looks a little wonky. I don't know. Maybe I will take it off. I'm just so like weird like that. I just freaking pulled off my lash. I feel like it looks a little wonky. I don't know if I placed it wrong or what it is, but sometimes my lashes be playing me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and there we go. Can we have a hallelujah for this damn lash? Okay. So she's feeling herself. She's being a little cutesy. I think, sorry, I'm being like super in your face, but like I think this is gonna be it. I'm just gonna move a little bit back so I feel like I'm so forward. What am I talking about? I still gotta set my face. So I'm gonna set my face. I was gonna use the Evian water, which I really like, but I don't know if I like it as much. I don't know if I like it as much as the Morphe setting spray, so I'm gonna go in with the Morphe setting spray. Ooh, ooh. She is moisturized. Damn, where's my little Huda Beauty? I use this little, fun fact guys, I use this little card that came in the Huda Beauty palette that my best friend gave me. I always use this to fan my setting spray. God, I already ruined my damn, what's it called? My damn under eye on this side. Just gonna apply a little bit of powder and not deal with this for a couple of seconds, minutes. I'll be right back while I fix this. Okay, so before I left, I needed to apply, what's it called? I needed to apply highlight. Let me just put these cute ass little studs that my mom got me. I hope this video was not too long and boring, but if you have any thoughts on the topics we were covering today, please leave them down below because I would love to know what do you guys think like on certain topics. I know sometimes it's hard to express yourselves, but always feel like this is an area where you guys can express yourself and you won't be judged, at least not by me, you know. I don't have an issue when people express themselves. When I have an issue is when people like want to blame others for not being able to express themselves. I feel like that is not 100% right. Where is my highlight? I feel like, okay you guys, I feel like all my stuff is lost. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Pretty Vulgar Swan. I don't remember if I like this or not. I'm gonna use this today to highlight my face. Like you always see, in a sense, like I feel like I'm always the type of like friend that is always like commenting on my friends' pictures and always like, oh my god, you look so pretty. I'm always trying to bring and uplift others, and I feel like for the past like times, I feel like people have been wanting to make it seem differently. It honestly doesn't bother me because, like I said previously, that's not who I am. I pretty much know who I am, and it's really hard for people to bring me down. So if you're watching this, and I'm saying this like in a super jokey voice, please do not take this personal. But if you're watching this and you're thinking about bringing me down today, I'm sorry to announce, Felicia, that not today. Not today, not today. So that's gonna be everything, you guys, for this chit chatty get ready with me video. I honestly miss these type of videos so much. Excuse my hair, it's looking pretty ratchet today, but I didn't feel like styling my hair, so I was like, I just felt the need to like talk today, so I was like, but until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.